This is a time where this has disrupted our lives. Give us an idea of how the pandemic is affecting design organizations and really the impact across the board in Detroit.
Every other sector of our economy, people have experienced, the slowdown, right? Both disruption in their way of working, sometimes projects being postponed, but we have other people in the design community, other businesses who have seen more work pick up. You got to get that online e-commerce website up and running fast. So, our web designers are working hard at that. Businesses are trying to figure out how to make changes to their physical space. So architects and interior designers are working on that. So, it's uneven, I think, like with a lot of other sectors of the economy, but like designers do, people are innovating and trying to get through it.
Detroit is the only UNESCO City of Design in the United States. What kind of conversations have you been having with other places around the world about how they're dealing right now during this time?
There's been a very active chatter in the UNESCO Cities Network. And so we're seeing in Geelong, Australia, for example, a company took a shipping crate and created a visiting pod so you can visit your loved one in their nursing home or their senior facility in a beautiful space that can be brought right on site, that's safe. You're separated by a plexiglass partition. In Singapore, they have a contact tracing app that people can download and use. In Kortrijk, the city installed wayfinding decals on the streets to maintain one-way traffic to help with social distancing. So there's a lot of different solutions that we're seeing all across the world that we're helping, to share here locally, and we hope will inspire others here too.
What's your concern now that there might be so much focus pivoting in different areas or resources be put in different areas just to kind of recover from where we are right now, that design might end up taking a backseat again, or the need to pull those businesses in?
If decision makers continue to think of design just as aesthetics or window treatment, that is what's going to happen. But if they think of designers as having a unique way of being creative, but also creating tangible solutions, then I think our short-term challenge is to help show the really specific ways that can happen. We have examples here locally. So Skidmore Studio, they organize their clients into a new venture called Michigan Fields to help, do online food shopping and then delivery at your homes with many well-known brands. Zenith and Isaac and Detroit Denim and a number of our fashion and apparel firms. Like, what does fashion have to do, with the pandemic? Well, we're all going to be needing a supply of face masks pretty soon. So being able to help decision makers really understand this is about problem solving and not aesthetics is what's going to help keep design really at that forefront and help keep inclusive ways of working at the forefront. Because if the pandemic has shown us anything, is that both class and race and economic divides they've been laid bare. And if we all are working in a way that really considers how everybody gets to participate in society, then we all get to recover from the pandemic together.
What things might be in 8 months from now that we would have never been able to fathom on March 1st of this year?
I think in some ways this is that big disruptive moment, the way the 9/11 was 20 years ago. Our supply chains may continue to be disrupted for the long run. We may want to localize manufacturing and do more of it in communities so that you can get the things you need when you need them. The way that our restaurants are likely going to change forever, so do they turn into partial food pantries? What does that front of house experience look like? I even think about independent retailers in our city. Now is a time where if they have the right kind of support, they can start to innovate some business models. Rachel Lutz in the Peacock Room with her blowout sales day by doing a Facebook Live event. So imagine going to the store, 6 months from now, and you've picked out online the 6 things that you want to try on, and there's a disinfected changing room waiting for you, and you're in and out, but you still get the in-person experience So at Design Core, we're brainstorming and working with our design community to start to surface these kinds of innovations, these kinds of ways that we're all going to be living and working differently, even when the stay-at-home order goes up. I mean, that's exactly what design is. It's working together to define the problem and then iterating and testing solutions.